All right, what's up? What's going on? Today, I got the wheel for this, and it's cheap. Of course, it's plastic, so it wore down over time, and you know these things happen. It's cheap. It's a modern mower, so if you talk about the old school mowers from the past, a lot of them had aluminum wheels. Although those were a little bit sturdier, they still kind of messed up because they rusted out over time, and then the wheels would break down. But plastic, it was supposed to make it easier, and not so in this case. It just wore down over time. You know, turning the mower 360 degrees to, you know, try to go back and cut some grass, and you know this thing just came off. First it just wobbled a little, and then it finally came off, but it just broke off completely. So we got a new wheel, and here, this is it right here. Same size, so if you line them up together, they come out about the same. Yeah, so they're about the same. So if you look in the back of the wheels, it's supposed to look like this, but it's broken off completely. But this has rubber on here. It has a rubber feel to it, so I might have to buy a second one to replace the other wheel eventually. And this is all plastic, so I think there's a win-win on this wheel. But let's get started on replacing this. All right, so for this, I'm going to use a 14, and we're gonna take this off. That was easy. It's a little rusted, but it still holds. It's actually not too bad. So anyways, so let's take a look at this. So yeah, it just sheared off completely over time, just from turning the mower just to, you know, make the turns, and you just pushing up against the cement and the ground so much, it just finally sheared it off completely. But we got a new wheel now. I did get a couple of likes on my last video, and I was really happy about that. I even got a comment from Ben Robles that I should use 2 zip ties on that last mower video where I replaced the carburetor, and I needed to attach my engine cable line, and but I did. I'll show that here, and I'll actually do a quick update on that. Alright, so it's good. We replaced it. Foot-pounds on there probably would be like 10. Maybe 10 foot-pounds. 10 to 14. And it has still spinning good. Well, anyways, here's a part number for that wheel. 532433121. So from Husqvarna. So it worked out really well. Same wheel dimensions, and like I said. All right, so here's another thing I'm gonna do on this mower next. All right, so here's the other wheel. Like I said, it's got some years on it too, and it's about pretty close to the same condition as the other one. Now the only difference is that this actually has no stress fractures on the plastic, so it's still holding on good, and it does have some spin still. So, and I don't see any cracks. Nothing's loose, so I'm sure it'll still hold on. And besides, that wheel was like, oh my gosh, it was like $23 just for this wheel. So yeah, I guess, you know, it's up to you if you want to replace some wheels on a mower. Just know that they are pretty expensive. So I'll continue to use this until this falls off. So remember, spend the money if you have to. But if you don't have to, and the mower still has a good wheel on there, you don't really see too much like any structural damage surrounding the you know, the spindle, I guess you could maybe call it that, where the boat goes. And, you know, keep the wheel on there and keep using it, and just wait till it breaks down. All right, so the next thing I need to address on this mower is these damage to the deck. I did try to do some patchwork on it, and I did use some quick steel. It worked, but this one right here started developing within the last couple of cuts that I was doing. So this is something I'm gonna have to address at some point. So the last owner that owned this probably did not clean this mower for like years, because apparently, like I said, I got this from a storage unit, and it's a good mower. It's a good Honda mower, but they didn't take care of it. So this is something I'm gonna have to patch up, and I did try to do some work on it, but like I said, I had to, you know, go back and revisit this again. All right, so here's a follow-up to this mower, this Craftsman mower I worked on. So like I said, I replaced the engine cable, and so the part I was having an issue, and this is where Ben Robles said I should put 2 zip ties. I went ahead and I found this sitting in my toolbox. It's I forgot what it's called. It's called like a witch pin. I just went ahead and just inserted it. Now it's a little oversized, so it won't fit on there completely. And you see where I had to kind of make it fit, and I had to push, you know, grab a pliers and just force these 2 ends a little closer, and then I bent in this portion right here to make it stay. So, and it actually stays, it works. It still kind of has a little spin on it, but it still works, and it's doing its job. And like I said, this thing has to have some tension pulled on it so that it could actually turn the mower. And then we followed the line up here, and I zip tied it here, zip tied it here. So, and the part that it was coming off on the old engine cable. Now it actually stays on there whenever you pull the lever. So everything's working now, and like I said, it starts up like normal. Well, it was. All right, so that's it, man. I really do appreciate you taking a look at my video. If you don't like it, just, you know, put a dislike. If you do like it, please support me by putting a like and maybe a sub. I'm trying to find more mowers to work on as a project, but as I'm starting to find out, there's a lot of old, I don't know, maybe some old farts out there buying these mowers up, because every time I try to get them, you know, I want some mowers to work on and get them back up to shape, get them up to, you know, normal function, and I can't buy them. Whoever these people are on Facebook, these Facebook warriors, getting on there and dipping into my Kool-Aid, man, and I don't like that shit. So I'm gonna see if I can throw some extra money in there, but till the time being, just keep on watching, and always expand your knowledge about everything in life, even if it's just a mower.